Bottles is worn and bottles is popping. I'm beyond.
It's Madden NFL 23. All eyes are on Ja'Marr Chase. He's putting together one of the better seasons in league history. It's the Vikings and the Jets, and it comes your way next on Madden Football.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, it's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we've got a good one in store between the New York Jets and... Hi again, everyone. Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. And Charles, you look at this Vikings ball club. They come in riding high. Just one loss in their last 7 games.
Focused team, very disciplined. They've kept the penalties to a minimum, and they're winning football games.
And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. And a glance here at the man calling the plays under center, their 6'4" quarterback.
And I thought in last week's game, he found a way to win, like a good pitcher, without his best stuff. I mean, he did throw 2 interceptions, offset by 1 touchdown pass. Not the ratio, not the numbers you're really looking for as a QB. But finding a way to win, that's all that really matters.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. A look there at his numbers on the ground a week ago. 2 trips to the end zone and well past 100 yards.
And going back and watching the film, we saw every kind of run from him, didn't we? We saw some power, we saw finesse, we saw speed, and what I love the most, he finished each and every run.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. 7 yards there and a first down. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
Taking it right down Broadway. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. The underdog here is showing no fear. Great opening drive.
Now, we weren't in the locker room for the pregame speech, but I will guarantee you, somewhere along the way, the head coach said, let's just grab a big stick and smack them with it and let them know we're going to be here today. They may be the team that's supposed to be superior, but we're not backing down to anyone.
And on the road, no less, setting the tone. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And Hall not going to bring this one out. So here's the Viking offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now, 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. 3rd and 2, Herbert. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he will have a Vikings first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. And the Vikings hit 7 and 3 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Meanwhile, Herbert's throw taken in here by Chase. He was locked in. 2 trips to the end zone, Charles, over 100 yards receiving.
How about the combination of route running, confidence going downfield, and the ability to go up and get the football? You're exactly right. It was hard for them to stop him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert, and he'll go right back to Chase. That's caught again. And he'll be tackled on the other side of midfield at the 46-yard line. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, and that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. He feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that, and I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert throwing for Chase on the crosser. He's got it. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 33. They give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. On first down, it's Herbert. Open man downfield is Chase. He's got it. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going.
And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco hitting double digits with his 10th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to match the opening drive touchdown against him with one of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Back on the field come the New York Jets for their 2nd drive. And they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them, but go ahead and play this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19 from all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. He'll Drop to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Bush. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Well, if you have man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. To the 36-yard line, stop there. This defense for the Vikings, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And I'm eager to see the game plan and try to attack them this week, because when you're taking away 4 times through interceptions, what do you do now when you go into a game? Do you decide you can't throw the ball? Do you try and run it more? Or do you tell your quarterback, make sure you see your guys open before you deliver?
These two teams all tied after one. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a third down coming up. They'll come to the line needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. On third down, they're going to run for it here. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down of the yard. We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily.
Oh, they get to the football. It's blocked. Now it's scooped up, and this is a live football.
I think we saw something there. I mean, they came from the right side deliberately, and you know there's always a designated guy who goes and blocks it, but it's the rest of his teammates that get him free.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
Early in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. Touchdown, Vikings! Jamar Chase, his 19th touchdown now of the season. And the Vikings take the blocked field goal and convert it into 6 points. Extra point right down the middle, and that makes the score 14-7. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
Second and 13. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
96 yards rushing for him now as his fine rookie season continues. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, defender was right on him.
And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 33. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Well, for teams that like to play man coverage, running corner routes can be tough on them because of the ability of getting into it. Sometimes you're squaring it off. Sometimes you're just rounding it. Sometimes there's not. That makes it very, very difficult for a DB to stay with it.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
And their back's up against the wall a little bit, and they come through by forcing an incompletion. Now they've got to continue to ratchet up the intensity a couple of more times and get off the field before giving up any more yardage.
All in all, no gain on the play. That'll bring up third.
I can spin this negatively as he just got back to the line of scrimmage, but when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Back to throw. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Flush to him, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Not the first and goal play they drew up. Multiple defenders in to bring him down to the ground.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on first and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They're going to look to throw. To the sideline, and wow, what a catch there. He doesn't get a lot, but he was able to get the feet down complete. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up a third down and goal.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it. It's like he'd run to ballet school. Got the toes down and stayed in bounds.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. Sanders' kick is good. So a long drive gets them down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Ja'Marr Chase able to be at center stage yet again as the offense returns to the field. Making his presence felt early in this one. First half, already over the century mark.
How about the yards per completion, too? That's a pretty darn good number there. Number of catches, but he's shredding defense, is getting big yardage with each and every one of them.
On first down, Justin Herbert. He will find his man Chase complete. Now the Vikings will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already. Herbert now. Open man downfield is Chase. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A good pickup there, 26 yards. A bit of a catch for him to remember. That's number 400 for his NFL career. Not a bad number at all. Here's Herbert now on second down. And incomplete on a deep ball.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
Herbert throwing again. And oh no, it's incomplete. Well, it's a touchdown if he holds on, but somehow took his eyes off of it, falls to the ground, and brings up fourth down. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And that moves him up by a touchdown now at 17-10. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And he's going to lose yardage, not that it matters, as the final seconds tick away. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. So we've reached halftime. Halftime over, no problem with us. We skip right to the third quarter and continue this midseason contest. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half. So here are the Vikings to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. This one caught by Kittle. And he'll have it past midfield, almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. Herbert on first down now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to get the football here at their own 23. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've got to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. A very tough run, but for a pretty short gain out near the 32. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. And that one was relatively easy to see. I noticed that from up here.
Yeah, it doesn't take a whole lot, does it? Sometimes you get multiples. What I always love on these offsides is when each side points at the other. Hey, you did it. No, you did it. They deciphered that one correctly.
Schultz, and the ball is knocked out, and the Vikings pick up the football. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
And now they're in the hurry-up. On 2nd and inches, Herbert. And a fine chase on the right side, complete. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
That's going to be caught, and they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. Yeah, he will score. Touchdown, Vikings. Isaiah Pacheco, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. And the Jets set to take the field. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles, but they've got to take care of the football. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football, and the Vikings pick up the football. And they're going to bring this one back. It's a fumble return, a scoop and score for the Vikings. Point after here coming up. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns and 21 points. The scoop and score, always an exciting play in football, and we witnessed it there, grabbing it off the ground and then rumbling it into the end zone for 6. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25-yard line. And New York set to take the field. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially. And it will be Vikings ball, 1st and 10. Around the NFL, 3rd quarter at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 1st down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. hands it off out of the gun. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Herbert off of play action. Try to lay one up deep. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. So the failure to connect on second down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Trying to get it to Chase, but it's intercepted. And now the rookie's free. And he is not quite going to make it all the way in. They'll mark him down right about the 1-yard line. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. He'll look to throw. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll try to run this one in. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage. Back to the 4-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
I thought they were onto something with their play call and kind of went in reverse a little bit. Threw it on 1st down, then ran it on 2nd down. Not successful either way. What play call do they come up with here on this important 3rd down try?
And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. So with a 4th and goal looming, we hit the end of 3 quarters of play. And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have a big lead here to start quarter number 4. Here we go on 4th down. And he will not even make it back to the line of scrimmage. They stop him up short on 4th and goal from the 1. And the Vikings, they come up big down near the goal line. And defensively, they were ready for that full-on blitz on 4th down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
That'll go for a gain of 13, helping big time to get away from that end zone. 1st down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And this will be a Vikings 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 30. At this stage of the game, with the score where it is, the key here is stay in bounds, and he did just that. Not by a huge margin, but he stayed in.
And those come up in what we like to call winning edge meetings. The things that you have to do, late game situations, kicking situations, doesn't matter what it is, the things you have to do to win a game, and that comes up in that meeting, then you practice it, they've got to be happy to see it executed, being able to stay in bounds and work the clock.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 55 rushing yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. On 2nd down, it's Stevenson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more 1st down to help salt this one away. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets this one across midfield for the 1st down to the 46. Starting to look like this drive, it may be the final nail in the coffin.
Well, this is why you work out so hard, right? This is why you spend all that time in the offseason. This is why you have those OTAs and mini camps. For these situations, these scenarios, to run someone into the ground and secure a victory.
They're going to hurry back to the line now. They're going to pass here with Herbert. There goes a deep ball, end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Here's Herbert. And able to haul it in is Kittle. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 27-yard line. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And it was their defense that really made